Friends, welcome to Excel Solutions Basic and Advanced. Today I will discuss about two functions combinedly because these functions are very similar in nature. There is a mild difference between these two functions. These are and or. The syntax is very simple and these functions are also very simple and very easy to use. The syntax for AND function is and thereafter you enter the logical tests here, logical 1, logical 2, logical 3, etc. up to 255. And for OR also you can enter logical 1, logical 2, logical 3 up to 255 logical tests. The only difference is it is here and the function name here changes to OR. If we go deeper in these functions, within these functions, then we'll find what will be the output of and or function if any of the given conditions within and function is a false statement. Then the output of this whole function will be a false boolean output. That means it will print a false word. But in case of OR function, if we give more than one condition in OR function and if one of these functions are returns true, then this function will give you a true output. I mean, if you enter 10 logical tests within a OR function and suppose 9 logical tests fails, that means they returns the negative as the output, but only one logical test give you the true output, then this whole function will return a true output. Let us check in the Excel, then it will be very clear to you. First, let us understand AND function. I am repeating again, AND function's output will be printed like this, true, if each and every condition given within the AND function returns to be true. And if in case of OR function, if any one of the given conditions is true, then only it will be printed as true. Might be other functions returns false statement, or if each and every condition checking is given within OR function returns to true, it will also return a true output. Why? I am giving you the reasons why it outputs as a true and what is the basic difference between these. There are mild differences, but please understand it very properly, because in my next videos and I hope in future you have to use these two functions very frequently, and these functions are very useful functions. So let us begin with AND function. Type here, it is very simple. Type equal to, type AND, put a tab. We are in the AND function. Now I will put logical 1, logical 2. I will ask this function whether subject 1 mark is greater than 45 or not, and in the second logical I will ask this function whether subject 2's marks is also greater than 45 or not. So let ask this function. So I show him the cell, this is D3, is greater than 45, and whether the subject 2's mark is also greater than 45 or not. If these are satisfied, then the result will be true. If not, then it will be false. Look here, it is false because it is 44. So type here 48. This is true because each and every subject's marks is greater than 45. So it is true. Now if I reduce this value of 51 to 42, it will be a false output. Very simple. AND function is very simple. Now come to the OR function. Syntax is same, so I type equal to, type OR, put a tab. Now the logical part, whether this part is greater than 45 or not. The second logical test, whether this subject 2's mark is greater than 45 or not. Now can you guess what will be the output of this function? Yes, it will be a true output. Type here. Why? Because I am asking OR function whether this function, if this function if this cell's content or this cell's content is greater than 45. So this OR function gets here, look here, it is 48 greater than 45, so it returns a true output. Now if I reduce it to 43, then it will return a false output, because both these subjects marks are not satisfying that the condition given, it should be greater than 45. The very simple thing, again I am typing so that you make it very clear. Type here equal to and put a tab, select the cell is greater than 45, and I am asking the AND function whether the content of D3 cell is greater than 45 and the content of subject 2, that is E3's content, is greater than 45 or not. It is returning me false, that means no. So I type here 45 false, type here 45 false, because it is not greater than 45, it is equal to 45. So type here 46 and beg my pardon, 47 and 47, and it is true. Now come to the second part, OR function. Type equal to OR, put a tab, select greater than 45 or subject 2's mark is greater than 45, it will return true. So reduce it to 33, it will return true, because one condition is satisfied, this condition is satisfied, this is not satisfied, but this condition is satisfied, so OR function will return true. I want to show you one example using if function, and in my next video I'll discuss it in detail. So let's just, for curiosity, how to use and how we use AND, you please notice it. I type just equal to. Before that I want to say you some condition, that if this particular student gets 45 in this subject 1 and subject 2 or greater than 45, then he will be called as a student who passes the in these both these subjects. So okay, check it, equal to if, put a tab. Now the syntax of writing nested if function is function within a function, that means now type here and, put a tab. I am within AND function, look here, I am within AND function, I need logical test to be given here. So I select this greater than 45 and subject 2's mark is greater than 45. If it is true, look here, it is logical test, if it is true, value if true, then print pass, else print fail, enter, it is a fail student. Now convert this 33 to 89, huge number, this is a student who passes in both these subjects, right? I hope this example has cleared the difference between AND function and OR function, which we are going to use frequently in my next videos, and I hope you have to use this function, both functions, very frequently in data preparing in Excel. So please practice these functions twice or thrice and it will be clear. It is very easy, don't fear, very easy function. And okay, that's all. Please check out my next video, and if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe so that you get the updated videos which I update time to time. Thank you.